As the final film in a trilogy of Star Wars trilogies, The Rise of Skywalker is jam-packed with nods to the earlier entries in the saga. Some of these are front and center and fairly obvious, others a bit more subtle, and plenty more hidden in the margins. In no particular order, here are our favorite nods, callbacks, references, cameos, and Easter eggs that we spotted while watching Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. If you haven't seen the movie yet, be forewarned, we are going into heavy spoiler territory. Palpatine's line to Kylo Ren, "The dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some consider to be unnatural," is a callback to a line he said to Ren's grandfather, Anakin Skywalker, in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
The bit about Chewbacca cheating at Deja Rig adds to the running gag of him being a bad sport at the game.
Let the Wookiee win.
Kylo Ren chokes his First Order commander, who talks back in a manner calling back to when Darth Vader first Force-choked Admiral Mahdi in A New Hope. The comment about the Aki Aki Desert Festival occurring once every 42 years is a cute nod to the fact that it's been 42 years since A New Hope was first released. It is a Star Wars movie, so someone was inevitably going to say, "I've got a bad feeling about this."
I got a bad feeling about this.
And surprise, this time it was Lando, as TIE fighters were approaching on Pasaana. Also, once again, Lando wears a disguise just like he did in Jabba's palace in Return of the Jedi. When Finn rescues Rey from Kylo Ren and the Falcon, he's standing on the ramp and wearing the same gas mask that Han and Leia wore in The Empire Strikes Back when they landed inside the giant space slug's body. Han Solo returns, albeit in memory form, to replay the death scene from The Force Awakens. He's wearing the same outfit, there's the same lightsaber gesture, the same touching of Ben's cheek, the whole thing bookends the original scene. Ben can't quite tell his father that he loves him, but Han movingly responds, "I know," in a callback to Leia telling him that she loves him in the iconic scene from The Empire Strikes Back that we all know and love, and which also inspired matching his and hers Star Wars hand towels for some reason. When Ben is about to throw his lightsaber into the ocean, he tells Han, "I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it," which is of course a callback to when he first kills Han in The Force Awakens.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Before the tragic and untimely death of Carrie Fisher, the third movie in this trilogy was rumored to focus on Leia's lightsaber and Jedi training, so it was nice to see her lightsaber and a short scene that depicted her training with Luke for just a short moment. Kylo Ren references / retcons, telling Rey her parents are no one by saying they chose to be no one to keep you safe. When Rey throws her lightsaber into the burning remains of Kylo's ship, Force Ghost Luke catches it, telling her a Jedi's weapon deserves more respect, which was a reference to Luke tossing his lightsaber behind him when he and Rey first met. Lando wears his old clothes from Solo when he shows up to join the Resistance. Everyone's got more to worry about, but it's probably a little bit jarring to see an octogenarian wearing his flashiest outfit from his roaring mid-20s. Dominic Monaghan's character mentions the Holdo maneuver from The Last Jedi, but is told that it's 1 in a million and won't be done again. Luke finally raises an X-Wing out of the water, a test of Yoda's he was unable to pass way back in The Empire Strikes Back. Rey returns to the Lars Moisture farm, Luke's home from A New Hope. The shot of Rey and BB-8 against the twin sunset is a nice nod to one of the most iconic shots in the film that first took us to this galaxy far, far away. Jedi voices include Qui-Gon Jinn, Mace Windu, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Kanan Jarrus, Ahsoka Tano, Yoda, Luke and Anakin Skywalker, Luminara Unduli, Adi Gallia, all of whom are voiced by their original actors. After 42 friggin' years, Chewbacca finally got a medal for his service in the Battle of Yavin. Of course, devoted fans will know that he already got one in Marvel's Chewbacca comic miniseries. One of the first shots in the film is a big ol' vat full of Snoke clones. Were those Sparty cloning cylinders, perchance? A nod to Timothy Zahn's Thrawn trilogy? Or just regular garden variety vats full of Snokes? Either way, vat full of Snokes. Vader and Snoke's voices are heard when Kylo arrives on the Sith homeworld Exegol. Jodie Comer plays Rey's mom and Billy Howell plays her dad. We get some nice shots of Ewoks on Endor, including Wicket, played by his original actor, Warwick Davis. There are also shots of Cloud City and Jakku as the Final Order fleet falls from the sky. J.J. Abrams voices the new droid Dio, who's a skittish and apprehensive little droid that looks like a wheel crossed with a lamp. Rey climbs around inside the Death Star wreckage and on the Star Destroyer just like she did in her scavenging days in the beginning of The Force Awakens. Darkside Rey is reminiscent of Luke's vision in The Empire Strikes Back of fighting himself as Vader in Yoda's cave. Oh, hey, fan favorite rebel pilot Wedge Antilles finally showed up during the final battle, played by Dennis Lawson, who, fun fact, is also Ewan McGregor's uncle in real life. Ben Solo ends up fighting alongside Rey using Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber, which is a callback to him wanting to become like his grandfather, and he did, but as a Jedi, not a Sith. Rey slides down a sand dune on a piece of metal scrap on Tatooine in a callback to how she slid down a sand dune on a piece of metal scrap on Jakku in The Force Awakens. John Williams' music might be immediately more recognizable than his face, but he makes a nice cameo in the bar on Kijimi. There's another musical cameo during the final Resistance celebrations from Lin-Manuel Miranda, best known for his work on the musical Hamilton, but also behind some of the in-universe music from The Force Awakens and Rise of Skywalker. Some familiar droids can be seen in Babu Frick's workshop, including the head of a 2-1B medical droid from The Empire Strikes Back and a B-1 battle droid from the prequels. In addition to being an important piece of safety equipment and a fashionable headwear choice, Rey donning Luke's X-Wing helmet is reminiscent of her wearing an old helmet on Jakku. The Emperor's throne was based on unused Ralph McQuarrie concept art for Return of the Jedi. During the epic final space battle, hundreds of spaceships appear, and sharp-eyed fans will probably be spotting deep-cut Easter eggs in those shots for a while. In addition to the blockade runners, Y-Wings, B-Wings, and Hammerhead-class cruisers, we also spotted the Ghost, the ship from Rebels. Which did you see? There are a lot of ships here. Those were just a few of our favorite Easter eggs in The Rise of Skywalker. Like every Star Wars movie before, we'll probably be unpacking and debating this one for the rest of our lives. But until then, sound off in the comments below if you caught any cool Easter eggs and/or references that we missed. And for more Star Wars, check out our full review for The Rise of Skywalker, as well as our re-review for the video game Star Wars Battlefront 2. Keep it locked to IGN, and may the Force be with you.